3, 2, 1. I'm the Thing.
And I'm Jason Voorhees.
And this is Lethal Watching.
It's lonely in the shed tonight.
It's very lonely.
Lonely in the shed. Hello, lethal listeners.
Lonely, two lonely boys.
It's just me and Gerard on the podcast tonight.
Yes, two lonely boys.
Two lonely men in a dark, scary woodshed in the middle of the woods during SCARETOBER, all by ourselves. Gerard, can you just put down that tome that you found underneath the floorboards?
Which, this one?
Yeah, that one that had the kind of skeleton's hand wrapped around it, bound in human skin. Can you just put it down?
But it looks so cool.
Well, I just don't think you should read it. I just don't think you should.
Let me see. What? Bade Shanama Hiviskulula.
Oh, brilliant.
Bade Fatakada.
There's zombies outside now, Jerry. Look at that.
Crap book.
There's zombies outside now.
Crap book.
Here's the shotgun. You can deal with them. Go on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Phil.
Yeah?
I shot my foot.
Gerard.
I know.
You just have to use the wood burner and just kind of steal the stump.
Okay.
You're a doctor. You can do it, can't you?
Hold on.
Ooh, that's sting a little bit, did it?
That's a spot.
That's good. Yeah. Well, just sit down in this scary, rickety old rocking chair.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Next to the open fire.
Excellent.
Okay. Just be careful with your stump again. Okay. Just.
Oh my God! Do I hear a monkey?
What the hell's a monkey doing in here?
What? And what's with the fire engine?
I don't know. Well, it's because your foot's on fire, that's why.
Listen, can you hear that? It's a wheel.
A what?
A wheel.
A wheel?
Whale.
Oh, whale. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it's the evil whale from the alternate Star Trek universe.
Oh my God, Phil.
What is it now?
It's Martin Short.
Well, I think any time, unless you're not intelligent, that you are asked.
Fuck you, Martin Short.
Prick.
I think
Give me that shotgun.
Foolish not to jump at it. I had made a joke.
That'll settle his hash.
As long as he doesn't rise from the grave.
I'll make sure of that. Hold on. That's his head gone.
Excellent.
Good work. This is why do we keep coming back to the shed? It's rubbish. You thought we'd have learned our lesson by now. You've lost your foot.
My foot will grow back. It's okay.
Oh, sorry, I trust your opinion. You are a doctor.
Yes.
Cool. So other than fighting zombies and having your shot blown off by yourself, how you doing, Gerard?
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty cool. Oh, I move in 2 weeks. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Where are you moving to now?
I'm moving somewhere else.
Wow. Great
I
story.
always move.
Great story, Gerard.
I'm always moving. I like to move, man.
Does that mean you're going to lose your awesome fibre optic broadband?
No, it's transferable.
Ah, you lucky beast, you.
Yes. It does mean I probably won't be on the next episode, though.
Oh, shocking. Well, we should probably mention that we're already one person down this week anyway.
Oh, where are we?
Yeah. What's his face? The other guy.
Ryan.
No, I killed him last week.
Christopher Lloyd.
No, he's outside talking about flux capacitors.
Jimmy Savile.
No, we can't talk about him.
Okay. Ben.
No, he's in France teaching the French how to speak English.
The English how to speak French.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, because I've actually got a recording of him in his class teaching the French how to speak English. Hold on, let me just put it in here for you.
Good nooning. Outside your coffee was this bunch of diffidoles and dozes. Pinned to them is a knit. Pardon me if I love you, but I have my dirty to do.
It's good, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah.
It's doing well.
Martin,
that's the one.
Martin
with the most Scaretober name, Martin Kilbane.
And he's not even here.
Not even here. He's got man flu. Sorry, he's got the some kind of virus from a scary film.
He's got a runny nose.
Yeah, I've got a runny nose. Listen.
Oh, that sounds runny.
Yeah, and I still dragged my ass onto this podcast.
It's runny as a waterfall.
It is. I've already dripped snot all over my notebook. It's not good. Bit gross.
Soak that in.
You know, you've got an old school lethal watching.
Just the two
of us. And this huge box of sound effects.
Awesome.
Ah, yeah.
So, well, what's the plan, Phil? You know, because it's been a while since it's just been the two of us.
Well, I got an agenda. I've had to jump the quiz because you can't really have a quiz against yourself, can you?
I like to quiz myself. Am I awesome? Yes, I win.
No, I would say that you were wrong.
You lose.
I lose? What? I'm not even in the quiz.
Well, there you go.
This is a shit quiz.
The quiz will strike at any moment.
Just get on with the agenda, for Christ's sake.
Yes, it works better that way.
It
Go.
does. Go.
It's lethal watching.
So, Jared, we're on to the agenda. What was the last film that you saw?
Ooh, the last film that I saw was Safe with Jason Statham. Ooh.
Was it good?
It's quite good. Yes, it's very much Jason Statham doing some ass kicking.
Now, this is the one, correct me if I'm wrong, where he kind of rescues a girl or a child or something?
Yeah, she basically, it's just this Jason Statham basically sees this. It starts off, this Chinese girl is kidnapped because she's like super mad, intelligent, and she can remember everything. And these mobsters, Chinese gangsters, want to take her to America because the guy doesn't like computers. So she basically does all his books for him and like remembers everything. And Jason Statham's, well, you don't know what he is to start off with. He's some sort of fighter, and
clearly it's Jason Statham.
Yeah, he punches some guy, and I don't know. He shows him in a hospital, and everybody's mad with him. And then these people, he gets into trouble because he was supposed to throw the fight, but because the guy he punched went down in one punch, it meant that went out the window.
But it's not his fault, is it? He's Jason
yeah,
Statham.
well, you know, but Russian gangsters go after him, kill his wife, and basically say they're going to let him live, but anybody he talks to or knows, they'll kill.
That's a trifle harsh.
So he basically just has to disappear, and he just sort of lives in homeless shelters and doesn't speak to anybody and all this kind of guy. And he gives some guy in the homeless shelter his shoes because his feet are really bad because he's a heart of gold. Jason Statham.
Of course he's Jason Statham.
And then like the next morning he wakes up and the man's throat's been slit and all this kind of stuff. So I'm basically giving you the whole plot. But anyway, he finds out he's he's an ex-super cop man, essentially.
Okay.
And then he just
is that his official title in the police force?
Yeah, basically they just call him he's just called he was part of this crack team, but he was the crackiest in the crack team.
Got you. Again, because he's Jason Statham, it makes sense.
Yeah, and because he's got super cop skills, he recognises the wee girl escapes somehow, and he recognises there's something going on because she's in a subway. And she's hiding from these people. And of course, the people she's hiding from are the gangsters who killed his wife. So he gets a chance to kick some ass, and then it all spirals from there. And it just goes on for the rest of the film, then him kicking ass. And
In
So
a
it's
good way,
pretty
I
cool.
take it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
Huh. So
I
it's
quite
not.
liked it.
It's not like because it seems like a bit of a remake of the Bruce Willis film Mercury Rising,
Was
which was the film before Sixth Sense.
that where he has an autistic kid?
Yeah, the autistic kid one.
Yeah, I suppose in that way it's similar, but the wee girl's not autistic. She's just really super smart. So they got that original.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's good. It's good. I would say definitely check it out.
upper tier Jason Statham then.
Yeah, you know,
The-
if you like Jason Statham, you'll definitely like it.
Oh, good on that then.
You know,
But-
so
But then, if we're talking about super cops who just get called in to be super cops,
super cop, meet the cop who can't be stopped.
exactly. Well, the last film I watched was well, if you could describe that kind of crime as a disease, there would only be one cure. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Demolition Man.
Oh,
Cobra, is it?
Marion Cobretti, Cobra.
Cobra. I thought it was
Cobra.
Cobra. For some reason, I don't know why. Do you know why I thought it was Demolition Man? Because I saw it was on TV last night. It was kind of like, did Phil maybe watch that last? But then I was kind of like, no, I think it's Cobra.
Cobra. Yeah, so I watched Cobra, which again is like he's just some kind of randomly awesome cop, isn't he? In that film.
He has awesome shades.
Because it's like, I remember at the beginning where there's like the hostage situation and the guy just goes, call the Cobra. And it's like, oh yeah,
Here I go.
you know it's Cobra.
My name is Cobra, and I'm going to beat you up.
So that was good. It's a good man-punching film, that.
Cobra in your face.
Cobra in your face with a laser-sight machine gun. Does he does use that machine gun, doesn't he, on the cover?
I think he does.
He does, that's not too bad.
You know, it's been quite a while since I've actually seen all of Cobra.
We should make an effort next time it's on. 5-star. Get on that stuff.
Losing
But I'll tell you, do you know why I watched it?
What?
Because I needed a palate cleanser. Because I watched earlier on that day.
What?
Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
What, you boy?
I just thought, we talked about it recently, and I thought we had that big debate about whether it's good or not, and it can be compared to Kingdom Skull. And I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go, watch it again, and it still rubs.
Yeah.
It's still probably rubbish. And if you think that film is better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, then you got issues.
Yeah.
You just got issues all up in your tissues, my friend. And you need to have
You've got issues.
You've got issues. You need to have a conversation with yourself because it's just I forgot the kid said wizard. You know? And like when the slave guy says, "Oh, you can go fix some things for me," and he's like, "Yippee!" Oh God, it's a bad film.
Yeah.
Pod racing's all right though.
Yeah, a lot of people though now. No, I remember when it came out, people were saying the pod racing was the best bit.
Yeah,
but,
it's certainly the most kind of original.
Yeah, but now everybody's kind of like, oh, it's just this vacuous, empty sort of action sequence. But it was essentially just for the toys and the CGI and all that kind of stuff.
As vacuous, empty action sequences go, it's not bad. It's not bad. The CG really looks bad in places. There's a few aliens you kind of look, Jesus Christ, they look like something out of a reboot.
Yeah, but then it's shit.
It is shit. So I watched it and I was like, oh, why did I do that to myself? And then I needed a palate cleanser, so on went the Cobra.
Yeah.
And I just pictured all the bad guys that Cobra punched was the face of young Anakin Skywalker, Jake Lloyd.
Doof in your face.
Yippee! Punch. Wizard! Punch. Just get him out of my face. Just kill him.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah. The other thing I briefly I had watched was that Snow White and the Huntsman this week. Which, because you remember, and I talked about that Mirror.
Yeah. Because it's like two. Well.
Snow White and the Huntsman is a much better film.
Yeah.
It's not a great film. It's better than Mirror.
Is that a good thing, though?
Well, I could watch Snow White and the Huntsman again, whereas I probably wouldn't bother with Mirror. So,
what a great review that is!
Yeah.
Oh, I did watch as well last week. 21 Jump Street.
Oh, what's it like?
It's funnier than it has any right to be. It really, honestly,
I've heard that. That seemed to be what everybody said about it. That it was actually a lot funnier than they realized.
Yeah, because the main guys are Channing Tatum and the kind of mini Seth Rogen guy. I can't remember his name.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, and I kind of find him to be kind of annoying presences in films. Like Channing Tatum was probably the weakest part of the G.I. Joe film.
Well, that's because he can't act.
He can't act. But Jonah Hill, I can kind of take him or leave him. I'd rather just watch the Seth Rogen film.
Yeah, I sort of just depends. Like, I love him in Superbad.
Yeah.
I think he's great in that.
Yeah, but in this, like their comedy partnership works really well.
Cool.
And it kind of good.
Is it kind of like the film that the other guys should have been or wanted to be? Have you seen the other guys?
Yeah, I saw the guys at cinema. Yeah, it kind of does. Like I think remember the parts of the film, the other guys, where it had Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock as the awesome cop team.
The awesome cop team.
It kind of veers more towards that being that kind of film.
Right, yeah.
But it's worth a watch. It's really funny. Some parts it is actually properly hysterical.
Cool.
And even more weirdly, it's from the same directors who did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah, cool.
How weird is that? It's weird. So yeah, I recommend that. I'd recommend Cobra, and don't watch Phantom Menace. That's the story of my week. Right, new topic. I got a whole new subtitle for a topic.
Go.
I might even try and find like some loops in GarageBand and make it like a little theme for it.
Okay.
Because it's called When Opposites Attack. when opposites attack.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, because you kind of touched on it earlier, Gerard.
Did I?
When you
Oh,
referred,
well, I'm just that kind of awesome.
yeah, when you referred to Mirror Mirror and the Huntsman.
Oh, I get you.
This is about those times when you get two films of the same ilk released in the same year.
Yeah, I get you now.
So the best example would be when Deep Impact and Armageddon were released in the same year.
Yeah.
And Volcano and Dante's Peak.
Yeah.
You with me, Gerard? You with me?
I get you. I know what you're talking about now.
So what I got here, I've got a list of horror films with similar themes that were released in the same year. And we're going to compare them and see which is best. Because they're going to attack each other.
Do this shit.
What do you think of that?
I like it.
How's that?
Like
That's good, isn't it? I thought I was pleased with myself. Right, I'll start with one that's a bit vague. I'm not sure if I've seen one of them, but we'll give it a go and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Okay, the year, Jared, I'm going to take you back. The year is yeah, thank you. The year is 1984.
Yeah.
And we have a horror film about people who go into dreams and cause all kinds of trouble and scary trouble and stuff.
Yeah.
With the film Dreamscape.
Okay, yeah.
Starring Dennis Quaid. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The
Dream Invasion films.
First one? No, which one was the Nightmare on Elm Street? The Dream Warriors one?
No, the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
Oh,
and the other film,
of course, everything was dreams in Nightmare on Elm Street, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got this other film, Dreamscape, which is kind of horror-y action sci-fi kind of film.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool, I get you.
Yeah, so...
but are they similar?
Well,
really?
Read more into it, no. Because I just kind of went through a list of horror films.
It's a good start, Phil, to this topic.
That's why I did this one first, to get out of the way, because I wasn't sure about it. Because, to be fair, I was kind of struggling when I got down to this one. I thought, well, I'll put that one on there.
Yeah.
Because it went on the list. This is one of the first films that had a PG-13 rating, so it was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the second film to be released with a PG-13 rating.
Yeah, okay.
So it's scary. But obviously not as scary as the Nightmare on Elm Street, which was a proper actual horror film. But I quite want to see Dreamscape because the cast looks really good.
Cool.
You got Dennis Quaid, Max von Sydow, Christopher Plummer, Kate Capshaw, George Wendt.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty good cast.
One of those things. I'm not even sure if I might have seen it a while ago, but I can't even think.
I don't think I've seen it. So I think by default, A Nightmare on Elm Street's better. Never mind, Never mind. So I'll give you that first one was a bit of a bust.
That was a bit of a bust, yes.
Okay, but we'll step it up a gear. Okay.
Okay. Go for it.
Gonna bump you forward a couple of years, or 2, 3.
Yeah.
1987, and we have The Lost Boys.
Yes.
And Near Dark.
Oh, okay. Well...
2 films about a young boy joining up a family of vampires.
Yeah, again, it's vampires and vampires, but again, very, very different movies.
Totally different, but aren't they both about a young man who gets sucked into a family of vampires by a girl? Okay,
that is true.
In your face, Gerard! In your face!
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Okay, so there is a link, yeah.
Got you there.
It's funny because these are, I suppose... The ones that I have in mind are obviously the more obvious ones that we'll probably come to later.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, like Dante's Peak and stuff like that. But these ones are not ones that I would, initially...
I know, you don't think about that.
Really think about, but yeah, when you say it like that, really, whether it's just because they're so long ago, if you know what I mean. I can't even believe Near Dark was the same year as Lost Boys. That's crazy.
1987.
That's bonkers.
Have that in your face.
I mean, Near Dark... I think has probably held up better.
You reckon? Well, no, you're probably right there because Lost Boys is a really properly 1980s film, isn't it?
Yes, it's like it's dated in that regard. It is very 80s. Whereas Near Dark could, I think, be any time. There's
Yeah.
nothing really that holds it to the 80s.
No.
Probably because it was made as a sort of almost a Western anyway.
Yeah, that is more a Western film, whereas
Yeah.
Lost Boys, it wasn't a very big budget, 8.5 million, which is, in the 80s, is still not much.
Yeah, Near Dark probably, there's not really much to it apart from the acting, I suppose.
Yeah. You've got Corey Haim and Feldman in Lost Boys, which makes it even more 80s.
Yeah, anything with Corey Feldman.
Definitely the 80s. So I would probably say Near Dark is the better film.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
I was
screw you, Lost Boys.
never a massive Lost Boys fan anyway.
Was that just down to the Jason Patrick in the league? Because he's not exactly the most charismatic fellow.
No, I don't know. I just didn't, I just don't think I really was into it. I don't know. It just never really clicked for me, whereas I love Near Dark.
Okay, there you
But
go.
I probably didn't see Well, no, I would say I probably did still see Near Dark not that long after it was out, probably a couple of years.
Because Lost Boys was the biggest success, wasn't it? It was quite a big... Was it a big film? It must have been, because I remember seeing it on TV and stuff.
Lost Boys, yeah, used to be on.
Because it got kind of swept up in the whole kind of 80s kind of MTV kind of stuff, didn't it? That's at least my recollection of it.
No, I think Lost Boys was one of those things that was on fairly regularly.
Yeah.
I had cousins who loved it, and they had it, taped off the TV, and so I think they would have had it on all the time anyway.
Are they the mean ones who'd made little Gerard watch bad films?
Yes, those same ones.
Little bastards. Poor little Gerard. So Near Dark is the better film there. Okay. We'll go for a big one because it's an easy one. I'm going to take you back a few more years.
Yeah.
1981.
Oh, we're going back.
We're going back now. 1981. The start of the greatest decade of all time. To a film with a stunning werewolf transformation sequence.
Uh-huh.
The Howling.
Yes.
And An American Werewolf in London.
Ah, that is a good...
Yeah, both released in 1981. Both, I think, was it the same effects guy, Rob Bottin, worked on both films?
Oh,
wherever it was.
Yeah, that's a question you'd need to...
Wikipedia it quickly whilst you talk about stuff.
Check that shit out. Yeah, The Howling and I suppose quite similar. I think they must be because they're quite similar. Probably
the same kind of technique was used.
Yeah.
Yeah. God's sake. Load up Wikipedia. Rick Baker. There we go.
Oh, so it wasn't? Or was it Rick Baker did both?
Rick Baker did... Yeah, he's marked down as a special makeup effects consultant on The Howling. If I remember it right, The Howling was in production first. And Rick Baker had done the effects for the transformation sequence.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, no, I'll tell a lie. Rick Baker worked on it, but he left it to work on American Werewolf in London. And Rob Bottin took over and then did the transformation sequence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose you wonder how much of...
the kind of techniques between the two.
How much of it went across from what... thing had done.
But I think the American Werewolf in London one's better. Even though they're kind of basically the same...
Yeah, yeah. I think I just generally like that film better.
Yeah, because The Howling is just weird. Because this is the one with the kind of weird werewolf sex.
It's just weird werewolf sex stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and no one wants to see the Doctor from Voyager turn into a werewolf.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, it's just weird one.
Yeah, so that's an easy one as far as I'm concerned. It's American Werewolf in London.
Definitely.
Because that is right bang in the middle of John Landis' period of making the best films.
Yeah.
Because that's what Blues Brothers, Trading Places, and then this. Like those three films made in a row. That's ridiculous.
I think definitely I'm with you. I think that's the most definitely better film.
Yeah. So screw you with The Howling.
Yeah, howl off.
I like it. Howl off. And then we got. We're going to go forward quite a few years now, Gerard.
Oh no, forward, right.
We're going to go to the eve of the new millennium.
Oh my god!
In 1999, and we've got released in the same year, The Haunting and The House on Haunted Hill.
No, well that they were the same. That they were both from that ghost house.
The one in the 60s.
Dark Tower, one of them weird ones. I can't remember. They were from the same people, weren't they? Was it Ghost House Pictures?
I don't think so.
Wiki that.
I'm wikiing it as we speak.
Wiki that shit. I think it was the same people made the two, because there was that, and there was House on Haunted Hill, and then there was not too long after that there was 13 Ghosts, because they were all remakes of old 50s B movie horror films, weren't they?
Yeah, because The Haunting is a remake of.
I think it was still just called The Haunting.
Yeah, The Haunting, which is actually a really scary film.
I think they're all the same names.
Yeah. And the House on Haunted Hill's remake of The House on Haunted Hill, which I think was that a film with Vincent Price in it? I'm just trying to. Yeah, Vincent Price film.
I think it was.
Yeah, that's Vincent Price film. But The Haunting was like a black and white film that was proper scary. I've seen that a while ago, and that is a good film.
I'm trying to remember it now. It was 13 Ghosts was one of the was a 3D one, I think.
It was a 3D film, was it? Because I remember seeing it on DVD.
Or no, it wasn't 3D, but it had this cheap gimmick, right? Where it gave people glasses, and they were just bog standard normal glasses. But what it would do is it would tell them to take them off and on, and it would say, "Put your glasses on now," and so they would put their glasses on like the people in the film. Because in the film, in both films, they have these glasses that they wear, which
okay, I remember that kind of bit. Yeah.
So the people in the cinema would all put their glasses on like the people in the theater, and the film there was no special magic. The ghost would just appear on the screen as normal, whether you had your glasses on or not.
Yeah.
But because people were putting their glasses on, it was the trick is as if they were putting their glasses on and then able to see the ghost.
Well, I'm gonna have to hold you to that because I'm gonna have to believe it because the Wikipedia does not mention it at all.
It is, yeah, it was. I remember seeing it. Oh God, what did I think? I don't know why I saw that. No, but that's true. I remember seeing that.
But these were the
funny gimmick.
The company made 13 Ghosts was the same people who made House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah, I thought that.
So
was the Haunting not the same then?
No, that was made by DreamWorks.
Ah, well there we go.
Directed by Jan de Bont of Speed fame.
Jan de Bont?
Yeah, Jan de Bont. Now I'm going to say both films are rubbish, but The Haunting is better because it's got Liam Neeson in it.
Is The Haunting the one that's in a house as well?
Yeah. That's got Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson as the three main leads.
Is he like dreams? Is something to do with dreams, is it?
Some kind of psychological...
Psychotherapist or something, isn't he?
The doctor's true purpose is to study the psychological response to fear, tend to expose the subject to increasing amounts of terror. I'm guessing bad stuff happens to him. But yeah, this is Liam Neeson punching... Does he punch Ghost in the throat? I say he does.
Not at all.
Well, that's a mark in its, against it. And it won a lot of Razzies, that film did. Good Lord. Swept the board. But yeah, I think The Haunting's better solely because of the appearance of Liam Neeson.
I don't know. I think I saw House on Haunted Hill in the cinema. So I'm going to say that one. Because I wanted to see that one at the time. I don't know. I don't think either are very good.
They're not very good. But Liam Neeson, come on.
Well, Liam Neeson.
And so we go to the last one then. We're going to go into the new century now, Gerard.
New century.
We're going to go into 2004. And
yes.
we're going to see a world decimated by a zombie apocalypse. In the remake of Dawn of the Dead. And also Shaun of the Dead.
It's going to be 28 days later or something.
No, actually, can we make it quadruple?
Was that right?
I think that was the year before.
Okay.
Oh, you know when it was?
When?
2002.
Okay.
But that is the film that kind of started the zombie horror.
Because 28 days, yeah, because Dawn of the Dead has fast zombies in it, and it was 28 days later. Which
You're breaking up quite a bit now.
Really, zombies, apparently, but no.
You know what year 28 Days Later came out in?
What year?
2002.
Ah, you see, because it was the first fast-running non-zombies.
Yeah. Oh, where do we stand on that, Jared?
Zombie, non-zombie?
No, zombie, running or shambling?
Don't really care.
Really?
Yeah, don't really care. They have
Don't give a crap.
yeah, they have they have easy. They have their own things.
Yeah.
There's no real. I can as long as they're not, as long as they're. I mean, the whole thing about slow zombies is obviously it's when they're it's the amount of them.
Yeah. We get huge numbers of them,
Whereas
yeah.
with fast zombies, they'll run after you and get you with one or two, that sort of way. So as long as they're both done within their own rules, I've no problems.
Fair enough. Because both Shaun the Dead and Dawn of the Dead are probably they're both on different sides of the fence, aren't they? Because Shaun of the Dead is firmly in the Romero shambling zombies.
Yeah.
And Dawn of the Dead is fully on board with the running zombies.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's difficult because I quite like the Dawn of the Dead remake. It wasn't a bad film.
The Dawn of the and this is one of the reasons why I don't really count Zack Snyder as a write-off, because I do really enjoy that also.
Yeah, it's a really good bleak film, especially the ending.
Yeah,
When you get into the footage at the end of the film, that's really, really bleak.
Yeah, no, I really I have a lot of liking for that film.
And apparently, both would be this and Shaun of the Dead were to be released on the same day at one point in the UK,
Right?
which is crazy, really.
It's very crazy.
So I think Shaun of the Dead was put back, and I think Shaun of the Dead is the better film
Yeah,
because Shaun of the Dead's got a much more of a kind of emotional heart to it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose Shaun of the Dead is the more classical.
Yeah. But it's
zombie movie, isn't it?
thinking specifically the scene, spoilers on, folks. If you don't want it spoiled, just, go outside the shed and deal with the zombie corpse outside. The scene with his mum when she's turning, and
Yes.
he's got to kill her. I don't think there's a moment in the Dawn of the Dead film that's quite got that same kind of emotion attached to it.
No,
I mean,
no, definitely not.
There's the baby thing, which is just kind of gross, kind of body horror.
Yeah.
But you're not that attached to the character like you are with Shaun.
No, I definitely. I think you're right. I think the I suppose it's that it's. I don't know why. I think I think it's just the acting and everything with it. It just comes across as just sort of like really, gut wrenching, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Because you don't realise what's quite clever is you kind of chuckling along and kind of enjoying the scares and stuff, and then when that scene happens, you kind of realise they actually kind of care about the characters.
Yeah.
It's a nice little kind of bait and switch moment in the film. You go, actually, I care about what's going on in this film. He can't shoot his mum. Horrible.
Exactly.
It's the lady from soap opera. No, sitcom. What's she in? Ever Decreasing Circles. I think. Let's say that she was.
Yeah, she was.
She was. So it was kind of, that's scary. So but I still enjoy, I think, obviously, Dawn of the Dead's got the bigger budgets. It's got the kind of more, the greater set pieces. Like when they...
oh, yeah, definitely.
When they're escaping out in the kind of two vans and they set that big bomb off and all the zombies fall over. I like that bit. That's funny.
No, it's... I find that a hard call between what's the best one.
I'm going Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Yes! I win! Don't know how I do. Yeah, and that's all I've got on my list of opposites attack.
Ah,
yeah.
So, well, I mean, the other ones you mentioned were the Dante's Peak Armageddon.
Yeah.
And what else was there?
Well, I'm doing specifically horror ones today, so.
Oh, true. This was of course, our Halloween episode. Well done.
SCARETOBER Special.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It does happen a lot.
It happens more than you think.
It happens more than you think, yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like even last year you had Melancholia and After Earth.
Mm-hmm.
2 films about another planet appearing and making things kind of funky. Happens all the time, Gerard. The Raid and Dread.
Yes, true.
Or, has anybody called it yet? The Draid?
The Draid?
The Draid?
Draid?
It's like, the Draid. Does that work as a pun?
No.
It's lethal watching.
Sorry, Gerard, there's no quiz this week. I know you're upset.
Am I awesome? Yes, I win.
You still win, yeah. Especially after the high production values of last week's catchphrase quiz. Did you actually bother your ass listening to it?
The quiz?
Yeah.
No, I'll do it now.
Thanks, Gerard. Thanks for that. Because I did actually find most of the kind of music from the catchphrase on a website. Like, you know, when like they do the catchphrase and the music plays, I actually found it. I put a real effort into it to kind of make it look a bit as good as possible. Well,
I listen to it now, Phil.
You're not going to listen to it because 50-odd episodes ago you said you'd watch Split Second, and you're still not.
But that take hours. This will only take 5 minutes.
Ice Pirates. You said you watch Ice Pirates as well. Still not watch that.
That's shit.
You're just a big liar, Gerard. Because you live in Ireland. Lyreland. That's where you live.
Lyreland.
Think of that. So you're not going to be here next week? What a shame.
No, I don't think I will, because I think just, with the moving and that, it just might be a bit much.
You could live Skype your move. That'd be good.
Could do, but quite boring, probably, for people.
But we'll have to wait and see, won't we, Gerard?
Okay.
You don't know until you try it.
No, I'll think about it.
And you won't do it because you're a swine.
I'm a liar.
You're a liar from Lyreland.
Lyreland.
Yeah, so Martin might be back.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm guessing we're going to have to replace you with somebody else, so we'll find somebody.
You've enough warning.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Gerard. Yeah, so that's the first of the SCARETOBER Specials done.
Was the next one? I suppose it will be a special too, won't it?
It's all SCARETOBER all the time this month.
Yeah,
because it's SCARETOBER.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It still will be, won't it?
So we'll have some more spooky stuff next week.
Spooky doogie.
That's as long as we get out of the shed alive.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah. Oh, there's some more zombies coming in. Gerard, use all painless one.
Well, what I'm going to use is my chicken firing gun. Here we go.
Wow.
Yeah. Take that.
That was certainly a sound effect, wasn't it?
No, indeed.
It was, yeah.
Woo! I'm also going to use this gun that I found that makes this noise like a baby's cry that's been slowed down.
I actually refuse to put that sound effect in there because that is a horrific sound.
I haven't listened to it. I need to listen to it now.
It's terrifying. Well, as it's SCARETOBER, we'll go out on that then. Hope you like listening to it, folks. SCARETOBER, thumbs up. Bye.
Bye.
Lethal Watching was brought to you by Phil Doyle and Gerard Boyle in association with abadeducation.com.